A message from a northeastern coastal community. Hey little weedy seagrass, we've been told you do magic stuff. You're the rainforest of the sea, no less. You make water sparkle, nurse fish, keep the seabed in its place. Phew, anyone would think you could save the planet. So here's the deal. From Lindisfarne to Redcar, you'll snuggle your seed in that estuary mud. Let your roots multiply and grow strong, and we'll leave you alone in your secret places. We won't stamp on you or dig you up. We'll keep our anchors and our motors well away. And we'll trust that in years to come, your magic little seed will have grown into that meadow, that rainforest of the sea, and you'll have helped to give us stronger shores.
Blue criminology. The pirate ship is committing a blue crime, dragging its anchor through the seagrass. We don't see the erosion of our coastline. Landlubbers sipping a slow gin and lime, miss salty dog talk in the gossiping class. The pirate ship is committing a blue crime. Malign signs of this destruction in our time. Sea cows eat, dugong, manatee and seal pass. We don't see the erosion of our coastline. Save sea meadows that don't look sublime, a vast nursery where the big fish don't harass. The pirate ship is committing a blue crime. Polluted algae and jellyfish bloom maritime, a petrochemical industrial waste morass. We don't see the erosion of our coastline. We don't notice we've fallen out of rhyme. We're ignoring a forlorn, empty half glass. The pirate ship is committing a blue crime. We don't see the erosion of our coastline.
How to love seagrass. There's no protection without connection. I don't know who said that first, but I think it was about rivers or maybe trees. Whoever it was, they understood that you can motivate people with love for the natural world if they can experience its beauty, because it brings a joy and peace that cannot easily be found elsewhere. So what of seagrass? Mightily important, wafting invisibly under the shoreline, capturing all that carbon. Fragile, precarious, and difficult to cultivate. Still, it is a symbol of hope, and that is a precious thing these days in a world that appears not to give a toss. The apparent futility of the struggle is its own special glory. All may not be lost for humanity if those earnest conservationists can find a way to sow the seeds of seagrass love. Just a drop in the ocean, I know, but after all, what is an ocean but a multitude of drops?
Sally the seahorse. Sally the seahorse was so sad. She was lonely and had nowhere to live. She was looking for somewhere to hide and feed. A seagrass meadow would be the perfect place. The green leaves covered in algae and anemones and the soft sediment around the grass roots hid such tasty edibles. These meadows were very rare. Sally was swimming along when she saw some dolphins. She asked, "Is there a seagrass meadow near here?" Dolly the dolphin said, "No, the fishing trawlers and boat anchors have destroyed them." Sally continued swimming and met a shoal of mackerel. She asked, "Is there a seagrass meadow nearby?" Matty the mackerel said, "No, the sea is getting too warm and the grass cannot grow." Sally was becoming more sad and was hiding in a rock pool when a crab sidled up to her and said, "Hello, I'm Clary. You're not from round here, are you?" "No," said Sally. "I'm looking for a seagrass meadow so that I can feed and maybe find some friends." Clary clapped his claws. "Well, you are a lucky seahorse because there is not much sea pollution round here and there is a meadow nearby." Sally swam off, the water becoming more shallow. Then with her excellent eyesight she spied dense green leaves swaying gently in the water. A seagrass meadow at last. She put her long thin snout into the grass, probing into the nooks and crannies for food. This was such a wonderful place and full of so many interesting little fish, all feeding, feeling safe and growing before venturing out into the big sea. Then she saw him. He was so handsome. He nodded to her and swam over. "Hello, I'm Sydney," said the seahorse. "I'm Sally." And she knew this was a seahorse who would have her babies and they would live happily ever after.
Don't class yourself as seaweed if you're not. Leave that to those with fancy names like kelp and bladderwrack. If you aspire to be like samphire, you could be farmed for posh grub. Be sympathetic to those seeking shelter, not only classy fish, but also nameless, unromantic crustaceans. They also suffer, and everything deserves a home. If you rage as furiously as the waves, I can help you dissipate that anger and find your flow state. My success rate beats prescription drugs and talking therapy, and there's no waiting list. Try to root yourself for security against future storms, even if that has to be done in slippery silt. Remember that the ripping anchors of the boats will come, whatever. If you can, learn to filter out your own pollution. This is challenging, I know, and can become quite personal, but you'll know what you need to do. Grow in a meadow if you get a choice. Location, location, location. House price inflation won't survive the climate crisis. Even if the experts class your flowers as insignificant, pretend you never heard them and bloom anyway. In summary, be modest, tolerant, and above all, be green.
Field of the sea. They call it eelgrass, plain and thin. But in its threads they lie, the young of mackerel, bass and wrasse. Their shelter from the sky. It weaves a bed where spawn may drift, where shoals in shadow grow, and every blade is like a gift to all who swim below. Yet anchors tear and moorings bruise the woven ocean floor, and what we reap we too may lose if meadows bloom no more.
How seagrass was used historically. In the 1820s, dried Zostera marina was recommended as being better than horsehair to stuff upholstery and mattresses, as it held no fleas. Indeed, the bleached product was believed to have antiseptic qualities that made it particularly useful for hospital mattresses and cushions, and was used into the 20th century. In France in the 1880s, paper was made out of Zostera marina with balls of fibre from the plant collected from the shores of Majorca and Minorca for that use. The fibre was mixed with wood pulp to make a strong and durable paper, a bit like the use of linen in banknotes. Dried Zostera was also collected from the shores to be used as packing material for fragile items, most notably bottles of wine and spirits exported from France and the Netherlands, and for cushioning flasks of acid.